Ladies and gentlemen, this is our 5th of 12 games today, and it is in Pool A, featuring the team in the white uniforms, C2J2, and the team in the black uniforms, HTH. Let's meet the teams. First, for C2J2. From Tennessee, number 25, Jewel Spear. From Columbia University, number 26, Camille Zimmerman. From Tennessee, number 29, Cierra Burdick. And from Tennessee, number 47, Jaime Nared. For HTH, from Ole Miss, number 10, Madison Scott. From USC, number 12, Destiny Littleton. From Duke, number 27, Kennedy Brown. And from Ryder, number 41, Stella Johnson. We are ready to go. Game number 5 in pool play. Pool A, I should say. And we're ready to see C2J2 and HTH for the second time each. C2J2 picked up a win. Reminder, we talked to Camille Zimmerman after that 9-point performance in that victory. HTH, meanwhile, 0-1. And I believe you need to win twice to get to the championship day. So your HTH, your back's kind of against the wall a little bit. You need to come out here and get a win.
Especially because in that first matchup for them, they came out very strong, I thought. They had some really great action of getting Kennedy Brown established early off of those ball screens and handoffs, and then their guards, Destiny Littleton, Madison Scott, they were able to get to their mid-range. But you have to be able to finish a full game here, so we'll see how they adjust to that.
We are underway in game number 5. HTH is in the black uniforms. They are on offense first here. And that's actually I believe a turnover was forced. Perhaps not. Oh, yep, they just reset the shot clock. So it is still HTH ball here with 3 seconds remaining. And we had the bit of a miscommunication there on the check-in. Learning process for a lot of folks. Here's Destiny Littleton on the ball. They got to get this shot off. They go over the top, but that will be a shot clock violation.
And I think the length of C2J2, Jewel Spear, 5'10", she's the shortest on that roster. Might be bothering HTH with their offensive actions right now.
So here's C2J2 coming off that win. Looking for a win to get you into the championship day. Jewel Spear tried to put that shot up. It was blocked. Great defense there by Stella Johnson. So scoreless still, about 30 seconds in, over the top. Nice spin, and Kennedy Brown first on the scoreboard. Brown with 4 points in game number 1. We mentioned it earlier, a returning champion of 3XBA Spokane last year with B&B. Here's Madison Scott. Scott driving over to Brown. Good defense there by Zimmerman to get her off the spot, but it gets back to Scott. Rarely see her miss those mid-range jumpers, but she's not able to connect that time. C2J2 on the ball here. Zimmerman inside, and we'll get a foul called against HTH, number 1 against them.
Got quite a few players, 2 from each team that were here in Spokane last summer playing 3XBA. It's nice to see those rosters kind of switch up. Players that were playing against each other last year are now on the same team. Just that experience, I think it really does help in terms of IQ. Like Camille Zimmerman was talking to us earlier in our broadcast when we had the pleasure of interviewing her, that every rep you're just getting better, that IQ is increasing, your offensive bag is just developing more and more.
Second foul, team foul I should say, going against HTH. Sent Camille Zimmerman to the line, wasn't able to connect. Here's Littleton, pull-up jumper, won't go. Rebound, but no shot clock reset here, so just 3 seconds. Madison Scott over the top to Brown to beat the shot clock. She does. Kennedy Brown with 2 quick points for her team. Bit of a miscommunication there from C2J2. Zimmerman, 3, turns, gets it off. That's actually a smart play. You'd rather at least get some kind of quality of shot up rather than take the shot clock violation.
Absolutely.
Crossover, Nared, that is a 2, won't go though. Brown the rebound, making her impact felt early. Again, HTH kind of playing with some urgency here, needing a win to keep things looking optimistic for tomorrow. Nared drives to the middle. Brown again with the block. Here's Destiny Littleton. Pulls up for 2. Contested. Won't go. Nared the rebound. C2J2 still scoreless more than 2 minutes in. But here's Cierra Burdick. Not able to hit. Gets her own board. And is able to put that one in.
You can still pad your stats in 3x3. There's nothing wrong with that.
Madison Scott over to Destiny Littleton, as it's a 2-1 game now after the first basket by C2J2. Shot clock expired, but reset as Zimmerman spins past her defender and puts it in. Back up top, Scott. Scott, again, she gets to her spot, and she's just able to create enough space for that jump shot. Wasn't able to hit that time. Nared on the inside, goes up and banks it in.
Good job keeping that ball high, finishing.
Foul goes against C2J2, that's their first. It'll be HTH ball up top. It is now a 3-2 lead for C2J2, and that will bring us to immediate timeout. As quickly, 3 minutes gone. Talk about these two teams. Returning players from 3XBA last year. Cierra Burdick was here. Was with Dynasty. Camille Zimmerman was here with Fellowship of the Rim. Madison Scott was here with the Crown. Kennedy Brown, we mentioned, a returning champion. So some familiar faces and some new ones as well. You talk about Cierra Burdick, someone that basketball fans probably know very well. A gold medalist, obviously a standout player at Tennessee.
Yeah, you name it, and she's probably
yes, exactly.
Like, she has had such an incredible career, incredible leadership, IQ, like we've talked about. So I think that's also why this is such a low-scoring game with 3 minutes already gone.
Zimmerman, little give and go. That's beautiful basketball. Oh, and she just can't quite hit the shot. Over the top, Brown. She's having a game, Shaniqua.
Yeah, she's doing such a great job of working hard and early in offensive possessions to get good positioning.
She does have all 3 of her team points. HTH is going to need to get some other folks involved. Oh, as Cierra Burdick just knocks down the jumper.
Good patience from that elbow area. Again, something a little bit different from like 5-on-5 game is you see a lot of possessions and actions started somehow through that free throw line elbow area.
4-3 the lead for C2J2. HTH can tie or take the lead. This would put them in front, and Stella Johnson does. So that's how you get somebody other than Kennedy Brown on the score sheet. But quickly, Nared will tie up the game, getting loose on the inside. Here's Destiny Littleton. Littleton driving, and now we're getting at a quick pace. Pull up. Oh, the 2's good from Nared.
And again, this went from a 2-3 game. Now points are starting to go up on the board for both teams.
Exactly. Now another 2 from Littleton. That one's off the front of the iron. Snaps the can't miss streak. Here's Nared, and battling for position on the inside. And they will call the foul against Stella Johnson.
Maybe a little bit of showmanship there from Zimmerman. I didn't think that there was much. It kind of looked like Stella Johnson pulled the chair on her, but again, just the craftiness, the savviness of these players on display.
Cierra Burdick to beat the shot clock, banks it home, just a 1, but it does give her team a 2-point lead. Another foul. is going to put Destiny Littleton on the line.
Great job feeling contact, realizing that Jaime Nared was out of position there, and still getting the ball into his shooting pocket, make that a shooting foul.
Rattles home the free throw. So 8-7. Tightly contested game, about halfway through this one. 5 minutes and 5 seconds still to play here. 8-7 lead for C2J2. Looking to improve to 2-0 on the day with still one game to play later on. Jaime Nared will head to the sideline as Camille Zimmerman returns. Here's Burdick. Strong drive, draws the foul, will go to the line.
Looked like Kennedy Brown tried to get the ball out of Cierra Burdick's hands by kind of contesting down low, but again, there, just wall up, make her have to finish over your length. She's been doing such a great job this year, I think, in comparison to last year. Again, she's played so much more 3x3 in the last 12 months, but just her ability to guard anybody, putting her chest in front of people.
Cierra Burdick is a woman on a mission right now. She is all over the floor. Yeah. She's making plays on defense, offense, drawing fouls. Really impressive to watch.
Yeah, her teammate Zimmerman talked about it earlier as well. If she's just the penultimate competitor.
Off the bench and on the board quickly is Jewel Spear. Some fresh legs paying off there for C2J2. Back the lead now out to 3. Destiny Littleton puts it back down to 2. And no, they called a delay of game on Black. Didn't exactly see what happened there, but it will go to C2J2 up top.
Yeah, so when a team scores, they're not allowed to touch that ball once it goes through the net. You got to let the next offensive possession begin.
Zimmerman inside, Burdick back off the bench, spinning, fall away jumper, won't go. Brown the rebound, under 5 minutes to go. Now Madison Scott back out on the floor after being on the bench for HTH. Over the top, and Brown puts home another. That action between Brown and Scott has been really effective. 5 on the shot clock. And that'll be a foul as legs got tied up. Cierra Burdick hits the floor. That'll be the 4th foul on HTH. Not in the act of shooting, so it'll just go back up top for C2J2.
See what action C2J2 runs here. Little cross screen, right into a curl. Good look there by Jaime Nared. She knows she needs to finish at the rim there.
You got to get that out after making that rebound. All of a sudden, shot clock all the way down to 5. Here's Stella Johnson. Little jab, creates some space, goes up, won't get the rebound. Brown the follow, can't get it. Lid on the hoop on that possession for C2J2. For HTH. They really needed one of those to go down. But still just a 1-point game. C2J2 in front, trying to extend that lead. Jewel Spear to Burdick. Got to get this up. Stolen away by Stella Johnson. Now out onto the arc. This would put them in front. And she does. Destiny Littleton right when she's called upon. It's an 11-10 lead for HTH. Jaime Nared, step back 2. Oh, she hit it.
Traded 2-pointers here.
Cold-blooded as she puts her team right back in front. That'll be a foul that goes against C2J2. It brings us to immediate timeout. So, HTH, you fight back in it. You take the lead. You have it for maybe 8 seconds, and then Jaime Nared does that.
And that's deep, and that's tough for Kennedy Brown to be out so far, having to contest and play defense there. And also another, we've talked about it so much already, but Cierra Burdick realizing that her team was kind of starting to fatigue. We don't want to keep trading baskets like this. I'm going to have a take foul in the corner. I'm going to make sure the ref knows what I'm trying to do. Let's have a quick timeout, media timeout, figure out what actions we feel we're having most success with, run a couple of those offensively, and then also lock in defensively. And I know HTH was having similar discussions in their huddle as well.
You talk about the foul situation. HTH is sitting at 5, so they only have one more to give. C2J2 is at 3.
Yeah, so want to be smart there. 3:15 still left on the game clock.
So HTH ball. We saw them finally get back in front, looking to tie or take the lead once again. Madison Scott driving hard to the rim and scoring it. She had been scoreless up until that moment, and we are tied at 12. Camille Zimmerman tried to go over the top, and here's Scott affecting the play on defense, but it is eventually, I should say, able to get to Cierra Burdick, who puts it in and puts her team back in front. Scott to Brown, down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Stella Johnson, bounce pass through the lane. Brown goes up and scores it. Give her 5 points, and now it's 13 all. Burdick, back cut, Zimmerman. Won't go. It sat on the rim for hours, it seemed, and now that's tied up. And remember, tie-ups, all tie-ups go to the defense. So that will be C2J2 ball up top. No, I believe they changed it. They said, HTH ball up top. So still 13-13. HTH looking to take the lead. Step back 2 from Stella Johnson. Shooter's roll.
Great little double cross. Created some space, got her feet set, knocked that down.
4 points in this game, both of them 2-pointers at big moments. Jaime Nared looking for another 2. That one won't go. Destiny Littleton the rebound. Just over 2 minutes to go. Littleton crosses over, drives on the inside, goes up, blocked by the rim. Exactly 2 minutes remaining. Jaime Nared, her team down 2, drives, draws the foul. And that will put Nared on the line. And now HTH is out of fouls to give. We'll see if that plays in coming down the line. Remember, fouls after 7 result in 2 free throws no matter what, which can be absolutely vital in a race to 21. Jaime Nared going to the free throw line. 6 points in this game. Give her 7 as she brings her team within 1. Destiny Littleton on the ball here for HTH. She'll drive, fall away, off the back foot, won't go. Rebound Nared, and now it's C2J2 who could tie or take the lead. Burdick off the bench, looking to create space, kicks it out. This got to get off, and that thrown over the head by Zimmerman. And shot clock violation. That will be HTH ball up top. 1:32 to go. They lead by 1.
You can kind of feel that intensity starting to pick up. So race to 21 with 1.5 minutes ticking down.
And again, all these games worth $1,000, as that'll be a foul, and that will put Destiny Littleton on the line with a chance to put her team up by 2. She had 6 points in game 1. If she's able to hit this free throw, she'll be at 6 points in game 2. Looks like that might have affected her a little bit. A pretty hard collision between her and Cierra Burdick. Seems to be all right. Wants to shoot the free throw. We'll see. It is Madison Scott on the bench right now for HTH. Littleton knocks down the free throw. So it's a 2-point lead for HTH. 16-14, minute and 20 to go. Jewel Spear, cut off. Has to give it off to Jaime Nared. Nared drives, goes up, draws contact. And that is now 7 on HTH. So that means even though this is a 1-point free throw, that is going to be 2, or a 1-point shot, I should say. It's going to be 2 free throws. But it looks like Jaime Nared might have a situation where she's got maybe a split lip or something. Seems to be okay. She'll head to the free throw line. Again, this will be 2 free throws. So a chance to tie the game.
Your HTH, I like how they guarded that initial action. I thought Kennedy Brown did a much better job of jumping out, hedging that switch so that she could use her length and bother the guard that was coming off. Made Jewel Spear pick the ball up, have to reverse.
This to tie, a big free throw. She hits both. Jaime Nared, ice water in the veins. A little bit more than a minute remaining in a tie game. 16 all. Been one of the best of the day so far. Madison Scott goes up, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line. but hers will be for 1 free throw as C2J2 is only at 5 fouls and counting.
This is probably the most free throw shot that we've seen today. Again, just that physicality that you see here in 3XBA.
Madison Scott for the lead. Off the back of the iron, and Camille Zimmerman with a big rebound. And now it's C2J2 who could take the lead. Zimmerman inside and a foul, and that's going to be 2 more free throws for Nared.
You see that HTH is subbing Stella Johnson out, going for a little bit lineup here because what's happening is ball screen action is happening, mismatches are created. So I think they're bringing Kennedy Brown in, keep their length so the mismatches aren't as obvious. Because what you don't want is just to keep putting C2J2 on the line like this.
Nared has the last 4 points for her team all at the free throw line. They now lead by 2 with 50 seconds remaining. Here's Destiny Littleton, and Littleton will draw contact. We'll see if this is a free throw. If it was, it could. It won't be a free throw, it'll go up top, but now C2J2 is out of fouls to give. That'll be 6 on them. So 45 seconds to go. Now any fouls are resulting in 2 free throws either side. HTH has got to move here. Down to 7, and that will be 2 free throws coming up for Destiny Littleton. A chance to tie with 38 seconds remaining.
Just a relentless drive. Rejected that ball screen from Kennedy Brown. Kept Jaime Nared on her hip. I always tell the kids that I'm coaching, when somebody's on your hip and you have the ball going downhill, they're in jail. You have that advantage. Got herself all the way to the rim and the free throw line.
2 huge free throws coming up. Littleton able to hit the first. She's got 7 points. None bigger than if she can get her 8th right here. We are tied at 18 with 38 seconds remaining. Both teams still have their timeouts. Here's Jewel Spear. 30 seconds to go. Spear. 3 on the shot clock. Jaime Nared, catch and shoot. 2 is off the mark and out of bounds. And Destiny Littleton wants her team to talk it over as they take their timeout. They will be on offense here with 25 seconds remaining. Shaniqua, this has been one of the most fun games we've had of the day.
Yeah, it's been a knockout round for sure, where they're just trading baskets and locking up defensively, very physical. This is what I would say is exactly what the 3XBA game is. If to anybody that's new to it, is like, this is what it is. It is a grind to 21. We're tied at 18 here. It's obvious, right? C2J2, like, you need a stop and then you need to go on the offensive, but think about what the time is when you get the ball in your hands. They might take their timeout as well and talk it through if they are able to get a stop. And if you're HTH, you got to run your action here. Everybody needs to be aggressive, trying to get downhill, take shots when you're open. 20
seconds remaining. Here's Littleton. Littleton looking for the baseline, turned away. 5 seconds left, down to 3, down to 2, turns around, puts it up, and scores it. Destiny Littleton puts her team up, now 10 seconds remaining. C2J2 needs 1 to tie, 2 to take the lead. That ball tipped away. Madison Scott has it now. Covered up, and that's how it'll end. Oh my goodness, HTH wins it with a basket by Destiny Littleton and Madison Scott diving on top of a loose ball. Wow.
Yeah, very interesting there. I feel like C2J2 didn't want to foul, but Madison Scott was just kind of turtling the ball there. She was just laying on it. Kind of a weird ending to such a high intense game.
Wow. Well, that sets the stage for game number 6 coming up next. Fantastic Four and Hurricanes when we return.